Welcome back to Elder Wolf MTG, everybody. Elder Wolf here. And I'm going to be jumping into some Modern Horizons 3 Limited here, and we'll see how it goes. I have only watched a handful of videos from some streamers. Definitely do not have a handle. Let's do a quick review of the different formats here. You have energy flyers in blue-white, where you have energy and you can use these to manipulate your opponent's creatures. Or give you advantages. Card draw, just a straight Dimir card draw deck. I've seen a couple of this. I've seen this deck played a couple of times in some of the videos I watched. Really looks really fun. Lots of value. Get through your deck quickly, and you need to have some top end. But yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. Artifacts also looks fun. Black red. They stack on each other. There's the Ram, living weapon. A lot of living weapons in here for artifacts. Eldrazi spawn. Of course, Eldrazi or the big creatures, a lot of them with Annihilator of some number amount. When you attack with Annihilator with the number, your opponent has to sacrifice that many permanents of the number each time the Eldrazi attacks. Pretty ridiculous. The Bestow effect for auras, for creature auras, is back. So green-white really wants to take advantage of that. Modified Death here. So the white-black sacrifice deck. And so you have counters, equipment, auras for long-term advantages, energy mid-range. So blue-red energy deck, green-black modified adapt for modifications. And then energy aggro, the Boros version. And then the green-blue is where the Eldrazi is really wanting to live for the ramp. All kinds of stuff. I've seen some really cool decks in the couple of videos that I've watched for the green-blue. So yeah, anyway, that's where we're going to jump in. I have not looked at all the cards. We're using some of our free winnings. We'll see how well we do and just jump right in. I will come back once we have a seat at the table. Okay, here we go. Ready to jump right in. Let's see what we get. So a Johnny in a white deck. This can be very good. If a cat dies, you can exile a Johnny into the Planeswalker version. Which is just great. So it's a great first pick. I'm going to go and select that. Crabonation, 6 mana 5/5. You can emerge from Artifact, which means you can cast a spell by sacrificing an artifact and paying the emerge cost reduced by that mana value of the artifact. Enters the battlefield, exiles the top card of the library, a card at random from their graveyard, and a card at random from their hand, and you may cast a spell from among those cards. So I can get you a lot of value potentially. Lelia the Blade Reforged. Each time it attacks, you exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn, and whenever one or more cards are put into exile from your library, you put a counter on Lelia. That's a really good one. Titan's Vanguard is so good. This is a really good one if you want the Eldrazi deck. I'm tempted to take it, but a Johnny, this just does so much work. And so maybe we go Bestow, and we'll see what happens here, right?
Beautiful day, brother.
Harbinger of the Seas, 3 mana 2/2, and non-basic lands are islands. That's more constructed, but could be interesting. Sink into Stupor. Yeah, these dual face cards, double face cards, are very effective. So yeah, really good if you're heavy blue. Let's see, this is the energy. Just Vortex. So I'm trying to read through here. There's elves. Here's Living Weapon for the white. Something that maybe we can think about. This is the steel effect. Colossal Dreadmass is a beating. And I think that's what I'm going to take if we go green-white, Bestow, but modify. This thing is a 6/6 trample for 6, but then you can equip this and make something else a +6/+6. So yeah, I'm gonna go Colossal Dreadmask on that one. Archway of Innovation. Next spell you cast this turn has Improvise. Yeah, that's an interesting. Let's see, Marionette Apprentice, Fabricate 1. Let's see, we have anything in red-green. So the Watchdog is quite good. I will say there's also the Snapping Voidcraw, which you could use one way or the other. Lots of good choices here. This is great for the green-blue deck. I'm tempted to just go with the Watchdog, though I kind of really want to go for Voidcraw. Refurbish Familiar. mainly for the red black artifact deck. I'll go and select the Watchdog here. It's a solid card. Bridgeworks Battle. Yeah, this is a great removal spell and a dual land as well. Might be taking that one. Let's see. This one is also good too. Modified creatures you control have Trample. Really great for the Watchdog. And Adapt gives you options as well. It's a very, very good one. Wing It. Target creature gets +2/+2 in a turn and put a flying counter. That is a very good trick. It's probably would be likely to wheel. I think I'm going to go with the double face card. And we'll go from there. Okay, lots of red, blue. So the Ambush, again, double face card, gives you options. We're in white a little bit already. Let's see what the rare is. You get energy, you may pay X energy. Each player may X other hand and draw X cards. So yeah, not exactly what we're looking for. Inventor's Axe. Probably going to take the double face card. Gives you just options. Horrific Assault. Just a great 1-mana sorcery speed card. Looks like black and red is starting to flow very heavy. That is interesting because Wormcoil Lava is good, solid. I'm going to cut off the green signal. This is still a solid card. Not sure I want to take Wormcoil. No, I'm going to take the best card. This is probably the best card that there is. So I'm going to go ahead and take it and stay open to black. If it starts flowing, there's Wither and Bloom. That is a very good removal spell. Target creature gets -3/-3 in a turn. Probably the best card that's here for sure. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm glad I took the Wormcoil Lava. We can easily pivot into white or green, depending. There's another Watchdog, which tells me maybe it's not so much a signal. Then Thraben Charm is also pretty good. Another option spell. Enchantment is big. There's a lot of enchantments with Bestow in this. And a lot of exile. It's really, really... I'm going to take the first... No, I'm going to cut the signal. First charm. I'm taking the first charm. So many options on that. Rosecott Knight. Look at the top 6. Move it, reveal artifact enchantment. I don't have any of those per se. I'm going to take the Obstinate Gargoyle here. This has Persist. And then if you could modify it... you can do some work with that one. And then we get back. Let's see, we don't have any elves yet, do we? No, no elves. Off chance that I take that. Just on the off chance. Yeah, we'll take it. It's a good black card. Okay, we got... There's another guy. Well, so... We shall see. Buried Alive, huh? Well, probably not going to play that. Flare of Duplication. You may sack a non-token red creature rather than pay the spell's mana cost. So it looks like each color has one of these types. Copy a target instant. So definitely not looking for that. Disruptor Flute. Choose a card name. Spells with the chosen name cost 3 more to cast. More constructed. There's for the blue Bestow. There's the Titan's Vanguard. Legion Leadership is still a great option card. What do I want from there? This, if we go green and switch to red, that's right. Yeah, the rares are not really... I'm going to take the Vanguard. colorless. I have to go into colorless. Yeah. Sorry, I know I switched there. But now we have a Carbomination for black. We have black, white. Lots of black, white here. It's great for late game with Adapt 4, make it a 5/5 flyer. Jolted Awake. Oh man, I'm telling you, this Carbomination is such good late game value. Such good late game value. I'm gonna go for that and see what happens. Spymaster's Vault. Connives. You draw X cards. So this is more for the draw deck, but is a useful. Oh, so Pyretic Rebirth is incredible because it's instant speed, and it's a removal in essence. If you have anything big in your graveyard, very much worth splashing if you can get it. We may be going something like black, white with a splash of red. This is such a powerful card. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with it's just so powerful. The creation of Avacyn, search your library for a card, exile it. Turn the exile card face up. If it's a creature card, you lose life equal to its mana value. And you may put the exile card onto the battlefield if it's a creature card. A little bit slow. There's the Altasaur. That's a great green card. Drowner of Truth. We definitely need a lot of interaction. Expanding Ooze. Yeah, that's a great modified for sure. I'm actually going to pick that one up. I know I'm kind of jumping back and forth between green and white along with black, but it looks like black is flowing, and now we have Slith is actually a wonderful 2-drop. This is for the token deck. We need some landscapes here, maybe. Yeah, those are not our colors actually at all, are they? Good night. This is so tough. I'm gonna go with the Hex Gold. Still learning here. This could be very good. Dual Face Land, another creation of Avacyn. Again, a little bit slow for my taste. Grave-Dig. Expel the Unworthy. This is a good interaction. We really need this. Yeah, we do. We really need some removal. This may push us into white. Pay a life, sack another creature, create a treasure. Then the Dreadmobile, sack another artifact or creature, put a 1/1 counter on the black. Sneaky Snacker. The 3/3 Menace. I'm gonna go Dreadmobile here. Mob. It's always fun. Curse Marauder. Each player sacrifices a non-token creature. That could actually be very good for us. Seething Landscape. Yeah, we're gonna go and do that. We're gonna need some more interaction. We have landscapes. That's perfect, actually. These lands are pretty incredible. They can cycle, they can sack and search. Really, really great. Grave-Dig could be good. Do we see here a green red? Let's see, Seething Fellstrike. Well, I've got a. Well, did I get a Fellstrike? I did not get a Fellstrike. I'm gonna get. Actually, I do need the Grave-Dig, don't I? Okay. Wow. Drowner of Truth. 7/6. I'm actually going to go Avacyn to stay on color. We'll figure this out. All right, third pack. What do we got? I need something really good here. Raoul, Monsoon Mage. That's one that's to cast. lose a flip. Okay, that's interesting. That's far away from where we are. Pearl Ear, Imperial Advisor, 3/4 for 3 lifelink. Enchantment spells, you have affinity for auras. That is not what we're doing at all. What else would we be doing? It's a 3/4 lifelink for 3, which is really good. I think we're black. So do I want to be black-green?
My genius is rotting in this dump.
I have got to start selecting cards. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read everything. I'll just select this for now. Decree of Justice. That's a really good one. Fangs of Colonia are incredible. There's another Watchdog, but I don't think we want that now. I'm going to go Fangs here and lean towards green-black. What is our creature count? 12? But we're kind of all over the place. We need to really... There's all these Watchdogs. There's another Wormcoil Lava. All of our early game is white. Like everyone, here's actually a Wither in Bloom. Chthonian Nightmare. Get energy, pay X energy, sack a creature, return it to its owner's hand. Turn target mana value from graveyard to the battlefield. That's an interesting one, actually. You can use this just still up energy. Yeah, that's interesting. That could be a good value card. Gift of the Viper. It's a good trick. It's a good protector. Oh, we might need this though. Yeah, that's more interaction. I think we'll take the interaction. The Pearl, Consuming Corruption. Number of Swamps. That is like Tendrils of Corruption. Definitely not my best draft I've ever done, that's for sure. Another Foul Strike. We're going to do another Foul Strike here. Another Corruption. There's the Ram, the first one we've seen of those for the black-red. I'm going to go in and do another Consuming Corruption here. That's a great pickup for us, the Gargantua. It's a great top end. That's actually another great land for us. I'm gonna go we may have to do 3 colors here. Another Dread Mask. I'm gonna do it. Okay, well, this is gonna be an interesting build, that's for sure. Okay, I really didn't find my lane very well, so we are going to see how this goes. Let's remove all the lands that are basic. We did get some decent landscapes here, so white, black, green, which is going to be our base colors, white, black, red, and then black, red, blue, but still that gives us options. I did not get that second Wormcoil Larva. I got a mythic, but that's not really what I wanted. That actually second Wormcoil could have been really good. Good top end. Yeah, good top end. Poetic Rebirth, definitely want that. Let's see, we have 36 cards, so we have 33. We need to cut 10. Oh, good. This is also a land. Kind of put this over here most of the time. Modified is what counters equipment and auras. So how many counter producers do I have in terms of other creatures? We have Reinforce, we have Fangs, Wither and Bloom, Gravedigg. What's Entwine again? You may pay an additional cost to choose both. Okay, so for 4 mana, you create a token and you return a target card from your graveyard to your hand. This is going to give value over time. We have several 3 mana, 4 mana creatures. Okay, so I need to cut. Let's just see what happens if I cut the white. I may put that as a land. Slith, Spell is nice. Johnny is really good. But now we are black, green. And there's the white. Okay, so what does that look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which takes us to 23. So how many creatures do we have here? 8. That's the problem. And that is the problem. We have a lot of interaction and not... In fact, we have 1 2-drop black and 1 1-drop black. Yeah, we take that away. I think we have to do white. There's too many of our creatures as white. Let me take Poetic Rebirth out for just a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this goes back to 29. I need 6 cuts. Maybe the Worm Coil goes away with double. And maybe the Dread Mask. Or maybe the Worm Coil comes back. Ooze can be good. I don't have many ways to actually modify these things. That's the problem. 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more cuts. Green, black, black. All of our early game is white. Yeah, this is going to be pretty rough. I mean, we do have some fetches for white, green. The problem is the 2-drop dogs with the specific white and green. I'm more likely to get the gargoyles with persist, and so I'm splashing maybe white here. Maybe I take away expel, maybe I take away the charm, maybe keep that, so we're down to 23 here. So what is my... This is actually just a green. This is another green here with a red. Do we pull in one of the colossals? It's a great question. Great question. We have 12 creatures. Not a lot of top end. I don't like the creation of Avacyn here. The Dreadmobile, I actually don't like as well. Yeah, this is a tough draft. I really messed this one up quite a bit. This is quite slow, as much as I think about it. One, two, three, four, five, six. That makes it 23. Honestly, I think this is what we're going to have to do. And we're going to have a little bit more white than you would think because of the early game. We don't have double black except for here. And we need swamps or the corruptions become much less effective. So I wonder if I take away the double corruptions and add in the expel and the charm. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 23, 14 creatures. The creature got, so now it's just the mana that's going to be the issue. So let's see what they suggest here. Let's go. These are 3 spells anyway. So 41, 40. It's almost like we got more anyway. Okay. We're going to go with it like this. Definitely learning here. This is going to be interesting. We'll see if we can play a match here in just a moment. All right. Our first opponent is No D97. So OP, what do we have here? All right, we've got white and green. This is going to be part of the problem. And I go first, and I have nothing but black cards. I'm going to have to draw a black source. This is going to be tough to mulligan, just because I have 2 of my colors. But I have to have a black, so I have no playables at all. So if I don't draw a black, I'm just dead on board, so I think I have to mulligan this. This one is slightly better, so let's keep 6, and I think we have to get rid of the Pyretic. We just need 1 land to turn the gargoyles on. Let's give a good hello to our opponent. Lots of learnings for sure. All right, we need 1 more land of any type, and then we can be in business. Even if they do something that's like a 2-drop, I don't want to spend it on that. Sacrifice this to deal 4 damage to target creature. But I do need a counter to go for this. This seems a little weird just because I need to save my creatures from anything, and I need a counter to get the gargoyles to really turn on. We'll see if that turns out or not. Okay. So got the 2nd or 3rd land. Now we can exile this and put a counter on a target creature and go from there. They may go ahead and kill the gargoyle, especially because I have Wither and Bloom in the graveyard. Let's see if they want to do that. I really want to draw a green source, of course, so that I can get the Watchdog online. Let's see what they do here. Oh, man. There's the green source. And thankfully I can swing over the top. Right. Yeah. Okay. And we're going to go in and go forward. All right, 1 more land, and then we can get the Gargantua online, which is going to be really big for us. We're going to have to really rely, I believe, on our gargoyles here to... Yeah, that's okay. They want to swing and race. We'll see how we can do with that. The good thing about the gargoyles is they do have persist, so they do come back as a 1/1 flyer in essence. Flyers in this format, from what I've seen, are really important, especially against a lot of the larger Eldrazi decks. Now, some of the Eldrazi do have reach, but for those that don't get reach or interaction, sometimes you can win with smaller creatures with flying over the top. Well, definitely I'm not doing the Gargantua. They have the Ophiomancer. I actually think it's probably the Watchdog here. Let's see if they want to trade or if they want to race. They're going to go ahead and race. This is actually good for us because we will get to do the Gargantua this turn. If they do not remove it, we are clearly going to be drawing cards here. Our opponent still has a grip full of cards over there. Partially because we went first and we had to mold a 6. So let's see what they do. If they do attack with the Ophiomancer, they're probably going to leave the... I doubt they will, but if they do, they're going to probably leave these 2 back, is my guess. Just for gumming up the ground with the Gargantua. And then they'll probably swing with the Familiar. If they don't swing with the Familiar, they're probably planning to leave it back to block. Okay, they're just coming in. This is an interesting choice because if I block the Ophiomancer, they almost for sure have something. And I really need to draw a card, so I'm going to let them come in with 2 damage here. Not going to do the Death Touch, obviously. Now, if they have a trick, like instant speed, deal damage, okay. I'm really going to have to hit well off from the Adapt here. 2 less to cast, multicolored permanent, and I do control a multicolored permanent. Wow, okay, so in hindsight, of course, I probably should have done something different there. But that's always hindsight. Okay. What do we need here? Don't have a red for cycling. I put Pyretic on the bottom, so I really don't need to go hunt for the mountain. Yeah. Okay. Let's just go with it. We're going to need to draw something significant. In their draw, they are due for some lands for sure. If they attack with the Ophiomancer, I will block with the Gargoyle. If they have a trick, I need to get it out of their hand anyway. This is where Pyretic Rebirth would be amazing. If I had a, if you had it, right, 5 damage just from Resurrect or pulling from your graveyard to your battlefield. It gets so powerful with your top end cards. Okay, they're coming. I'm definitely blocking, no doubt. Go to blocks. Let's pull out whatever trick they have. Wow. Okay, they're just going straight aggressive. So I get another 1/1 flyer. When another artifact enters the turn. That's a really good one. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fetch a green here. Thin out my deck. I want to go ahead and thin out some more. What would I need here? Another white? 2 black, 2 white. I think that's right, because oh, I shuffled. All right, if I'm going to go ahead... Oh, wow. It does remind me I need to get a mountain in my deck. Man, I am making all kinds of mistakes here. I'm going to go in and attack with my Obstinate to see if they block. And if they don't, this is when this attacks. Let's see if they go ahead and block. Okay, they're gonna go in and block. Nope. They're really having to think about this. Honestly, with this deck, if I get even 2 wins, I'll be happy. I am not expecting this deck to do well. Okay, he's gonna, or the opponent's gonna let this go through. I'm gonna go and intern there. I can do this in instant speed, the adapt is for the ooze. If they attack with everything, that does 6 damage, and next turn I'm doing okay, that's actually fine. I don't mind that too much at all. Sure, so I'm still doing 4, 7, 8. If they attack with everything here, I'm looking to be in a good... I don't think they will, but if they do, I would attack with the flyers. Keep the Death Toucher back. Yeah, that's smart. Wow, okay. I would definitely have attacked with both. We really need to draw a spell off the top here. Okay, they get 1 energy. Let's see. So we go down to 7. I'm going to go ahead and adapt. Wow, that was... We really needed to draw something there. Okay, so if I attack, they block with the Death Toucher to the ooze. They do not block here, so I hit them for 4 with the expand. So they're still gonna, if they're gonna have to be defensive here, I think. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is a no-brainer, I think. I don't know if I would have blocked with the Condor. We had thinned out our deck as well. Yeah, I will go back and edit the deck after this game and put at least 1 mountain in. That was a mistake. I was just pretty, I don't know, befuddled yesterday with this new format. Okay. So that's in turn. Don't really, I'm holding this for potential discard effects. No real need to play it. They have a removal, I mean, it's exile. Yeah, I don't know why they were thinking so hard over there. Maybe they just drew the Fang Flames. That's a great card. We'll get some pretty good removal by my opponent here. I mean, yeah, we go down to 2. Yeah, okay. That is that game, so let's concede that one. And I'm going to go edit the deck and come back after this. Okay, I added 1 mountain into the deck. And we'll see how we do for round number 2. Here we go. Our second opponent is Unicorpse 23. All right, we have black. That is a tough keep. We have a 1-drop. I think on the draw we keep this. Again, our hand is not going to be very great at our mana curve. That was my fault in drafting. Okay, our opponent mulliganed to 6. Let's see what our opponent does. Going straight for a swamp, I guess. Plains. Okay, alright, that actually helps us quite a bit. We have a 1/1 artifact zombie that can come back as a 3/3 4. All right, we're going to go and get green at end of turn here. We'll take this to get the red as well. Two mana, 1/2, fabricate 1. Can choose to make it a 2/3 or become a 1/1 token. Whenever another creature or artifact dispends a graveyard that they control, each opponent loses a life. Okay, so it looks like artifact deck or some fabricate synergies. Let's see what the opponent does. I would make the servo, yeah. Okay. All right, let's go find a forest. Let's get our first forest out the deck a little bit. Let's get our Obstinate Baloth on, and then I will do this for the mountain. Actually depends on what we end up getting in terms of if we draw like another source. That was actually a wonderful draw. What are the chances they have an angel, demon, or dragon? Not sure, but we actually want to get the counters for the gargoyle. I'm going to do this before they can... Let's just do this right now. That's okay. Let's get that off the battlefield. Okay, got our early game plays, which is nice. What we want to do is draw, it doesn't really matter, another black. I could sacrifice 2 energy that one as well. It actually comes up my board pretty good too. Oh, wow. What I'm debating is putting the counter on the Slith or on the gargoyle. Probably the gargoyle is the one that makes the most sense. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I have options later. It's okay, another life. That is an interesting choice. They're pinging me, but now we are about to get a little bit more aggro here. Now the Slith becomes a relevant creature because I have 1 opportunity for first strike on attack. And next turn I can return a 3/3. if I don't get any additional action. Let's see what our OP's doing. They have 2 energy as well. Okay, there's the expel. I also have that spell in hand. I also have the... Wow, I'm actually quite surprised they... And this becomes a 4/3. Next turn, I will do the... I will go ahead and get the mountain. Wow. Okay. Not sure what the opponent didn't have. Maybe they were flooding out. I will take a win with this deck. Yeah, the early game did actually really go well there, but the opponent didn't really have too much interaction. Yeah, we will take the win. Okay. 1-1. And now we earn enough gold for another draft if we so choose to do it. So I have 100 gems in a pack, so 50 more gems from the 1500 that we entered. So yeah, the 3 wins is the kind of the magic mark of really getting some pretty decent value. But let's keep going. Okay, Wilson is our opponent. So we have 1 early game play, 2 basically dead cards, and but this is a good one. I think I'm gonna keep. It's super risky. At the same time, I'm not sure what else to do with just how I constructed this deck. Obviously, we really would like a green source off the top. They have a 1-drop? Wirewood Symbiote. 1/1, return an elf you control to its owner's hand. Allows you to untap a creature. Just a 1/1. Okay, we have our Hex Gold Slith. We really need to draw some action here. That helps quite a bit. That gives us a red or a green. I'm gonna go ahead and attack and take action, give it first strike. Okay. Blue, green, and black. Always attack 4. This is where the Slith, if you don't do something with the Slith. I'm going to do this because if they have a removal spell on the gargoyle itself, then it comes back as a 1/1 flyer. Next turn, hopefully there's a 4/4. They probably would block if I do the Slith because it gets almost out of reach. Yeah, I think at this point I do the Wormcoil Larva and pass. Here we go with the when you draw your second card, you create one of the tokens. This is where flying gets so important when you get the Eldrazi tokens, the spawns, because they come up the ground. Okay, here comes... Nope. I'm just going to go ahead and... Can't overload. Wow, that's so valuable if I get... I could get aggro. I could try to get another green source. Obviously, I need that for the Colonial Dreadmask anyway. I think because we have the left linker that gets the Death Touch anyway, I think I go ahead and do this. This is pretty aggro, but this deck can't sit back. Now I have a 1/2 Death Toucher that they need to contend with for anything big on the ground. And I have a 4/4 flyer. Interesting. This is a 5 mana total. Totally worth it. Not familiar if there are wrath effects in this format. I'm sure there probably are, but I don't really have the luxury of avoiding a wrath. Wow. Okay. 2 wins. I'm happy. 2 wins. I am happy. Did not think that I would probably even get to 2 wins, but I am thankful for that. It is a new format. Lots of people are learning how to draft, including myself. Tainted Observer. Let's see, flying, toxic 1, 2/3 for 3. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you can pay 2. You do proliferate. Yeah, super solid uncommon. Okay, we are at 2 wins. Really want to get one more to get up to the 1,000. And I mean, obviously, we'll take as many wins as we can get. But let's see who our next opponent is. 2-1. Okay, our next opponent is Chihuahua Lawi. Let's just say opponent. Okay, we have green, black, red. That's probably good enough. Yeah. Yes. Let's do... Next turn, we'll do the green. So now we have red or green, and next turn we can go get another black source. Because we now have 2 double blacks. Solar Transformer comes in a tap. 3 energy. We might be facing the energy deck. So you can add a total, devoid, colorless, or you can tap and pay an energy and add one of any color. It's a pretty good fixing. Yeah, let's go ahead, do this. And at the end of turn, we'll go and get a black source. If it was white, I would go and get a white, but we don't have that yet. Whenever a player casts their second spell, Proliferate, Vanishing 2. Oh, that is a beastly card there. Pyretic Rebirth. Okay, we just keep the retro back for blocking purposes. The Vanishing is sacrifice it if you don't cast 2 spells. So they did cast, so they proliferate. So that keeps it. Argent Dais, 2 oil counters. When 2 or more creatures attack, put an oil counter. Remove 2 oil counters from it. And exile another target non-land permanent. Its controller draws 2 cards. I'm gonna go and save because I can bring the Transmogrant back. Okay, another green. I think we want to do. This is Nadu. Yeah, it's really, really good. Okay, Wormcoil Lava. The great news is we're not in a bad position because of the larva. I keep saying lava, the larva. I'll just say Wormcoil. Okay, enchanted creature. Be very interesting to see. Okay, they're just gonna go straight up in the air. Five mana cost. Unfortunately, that's 6. When it becomes a target of a spell or ability, reveal the top card. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield, otherwise put it into your hand. I do need to get rid of that. I know I proliferated. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Totally fine with this. Okay. I still have Pyretic Rebirth, which would be amazing with the Crabomination. Okay. Okay, they are running out of cards, so they keep doing that. Suppression Ray, tap all creatures target player controls. Okay, that is going to be a problem. We seriously, man, that thing is a 6/7. This is tough. Even then, the 6 mana doesn't kill. Is it any target? Target creature. We're about to be tapped down. What they can do here is actually deal 3 damage to their own creature and suppression ray to do the well, they don't have quite the... They could also exile, yeah, there's that. What's funny is I don't have one of these big creatures to even do the Pyretic Rebirth. They should definitely attack with everything. That's 14, 18 damage. They have the win. I don't know why they're hesitating. Yeah, this is just to get more damage and to, yeah, that Nadu just destroyed me, and this is a great enchantment. The Glasswing Grace, incredibly powerful in this format. Just something to keep in mind if you see this in the draft. Okay, well, got to see some more cards there from our opponent. They actually didn't use the well to their advantage too much, but yeah, that artifact for white for 2 mana is a beating for sure. Okay, 2 and 2. Let's see if we can get one more. Our opponent, Rops. Let's see what our OP has. Let's see. This is green, black, white. The opponent goes first. Oh, I have a green as well. Yeah, this is worthy of keep here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Plane cycling, Angel of the Ruins, 5/7 for 7 flying. When it enters the battle, exile up to 2 target artifacts and or enchantments. Plane cycling, really good actually, especially if a game goes long. That's a excellent card. So we have an island and a mountain. You're seeing the power of the double face cards. They can act as lands or spells, especially in late game. Okay, but they're doing the medallion. And yeah, they're probably going to just cycle. Yep. They're just trying to set up. Okay, so my Slith is going to become a 3/2. That's actually really great. Decline that. Comes a 3/2. I'm going to go ahead and do the ooze. Modify or adapt rather is 2. We have removal, removal, kind of removal. Yeah, we've got some excellent interaction in this hand with the mana. Okay, so let's see. Do I need double green? I don't. I can pay 4 to create a 2/2 and return a creature from a graveyard to my hand. All right, I'm gonna go for the value play here. Let's see what they do. They probably are waiting for that. It's okay. Actually, that's not bad at all, because I can do Pyretic Rebirth next turn. Decline that. Okay. Slip is still moving along. I'm gonna go and get another black source from this one, because we have red. That'll thin out the deck and allow me to actually do 2 black spells at once if we need to. They're gonna have to do something with this slip, because I do have one more first strike capability on this one. So let's go get another swamp here. Wow. Okay. I don't know what happened with the opponent. That was excellent for us to get one more win to get us up to 1,000 gems instead of 250, I believe. Yeah, that was a big jump for us to do 1,000 gems. Okay, well, we will take it. Super happy already that I've got 3 wins with this deck. No complaints whatsoever. Anything at this point is just super bonus. This is our opponent, Dinosaurier. Let's see what our OP has. Let's see, we have our 1 red. Oh, I don't think I can keep this. We have no action except for a 2/2 token. I think we're gonna have to mulligan this one. This is tough. Okay, this was the difficulty of this deck. So yeah, we got hit there. That's okay. Wow. Not a bad value, especially if you don't have an early play. We're just gonna hope to draw a white source. We really need a white source. We'll see. I think we have 6 or 7 in our deck, which is not a great. Charge of it gets 2 energy. You may pay an energy if you do. Another gets Menace, I believe. Yeah, Menace. Yeah, this game could get over pretty fast if we don't draw some action next turn, because they're just 1-drop, 2-drop, and I gotta discard a card. I think we're gonna have to do the Gargantua. Just a 5-drop. See if they just use the energy just to push in damage. No. Playing a little bit safe, not super aggro there. There is a... Go ahead. Well, the good or bad news is we can put 2 counters and make it a 3/3, but that's not going to help when they can just blow it up with their 1/1. 1/1's already done its job, got a couple of points of damage in, and now can be used as a removal spell. Okay, Grixis colors. Wow, they're all in on the 2/1 flyers and discard. Well, I need a flyer. I think I have to keep the gargoyle on the chance. I think we discard the Slith here. Okay, I've not seen this. Kappa Cannoneer, 6 mana with Improvise, which means your artifacts can tap for 1 colorless. It's a ward 4, and when it or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a counter on the Cannoneer, and it cannot be blocked. Yeah, that's a very powerful artifact. Pretty sure that this is over, and this will help stem the ground tide, but not really. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna get 3 wins with this deck. Happy with that, considering how poorly I drafted. 2 of our opponents scooped, I think, a little bit too early. This is where the charge book, you give menace by paying energy, so I completely would do that. Yep. Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing I can do. If I had a board wipe, this would be where you would want it, but I do not have board wipe. Okay, well, that will be it. 3-3. I will not complain. 3-3 with this deck at all. Okay, 3-3, 1,000 gems, 2 packs. I will take it. We still now have another free draft entry, but well, that'll be for the next video. Thanks everybody, really appreciate you watching, and if you like the content, please like and subscribe. We are excited to get this channel started and moving, and I will come back in the very near future with more Modern Horizons 3 limited content. But until then, see you next time.